Hi there! So today I'm down in my basement again and I'm going to be working on potting up to a little bit bigger size. Sorry, Max wanted to look out the window. And also our dishwasher is running right now, so the water is like filtering, so it's kind of loud. But anyway, the chipmunks are like out and about today, gathering probably more food, and Max is just loving watching them. They go out and gather food, and we've got like food for them too, that they can get like seeds and stuff, and then they run like right down here along the edge, and he just like loves watching them. But anyway, we're gonna be potting, oh goodness, we're gonna be potting up these little begonias. This is a better angle, but you can see like that one is significantly bigger than like that one next to it. So I like to give the smaller ones a little bit of space to grow so they're not so crowded. Like that one's getting kind of crowded out. That one's really small. So I'm going to separate these up, get them in an individual cell, and see what happens. I'm just going to be using these little trays I got on Amazon. It's a 12 cell tray. So it's just this tray, and they have pretty deep vessels so the roots can grow nice and strong and long. And then you put it in this kind of little tray, then you can water in the tray and the plants can suck up the water from the bottom. And then they also came with a dome that you can put on top of it, but I'm not going to use the dome obviously. So I'm just going to mix up some of my soil here, and I'm going to keep using this Jiffy seed starting mix because it's what I have, and because those begonias are still pretty small. I planted those on I planted those on January 14th, and it's February 25th today, so it's been like a good month and a week or two since I planted those, and they're still pretty small. So they grow really slow, and the seed starter mix will help to create more of like a fluffy soil mix so that they can continue to grow very easily. So I'm just gonna get some water in here and mix it up. That's probably pretty good. Oh yeah, for sure. Now I'm just going to fill up one of these little trays here with the soil. And Nate and I went to the Ace Hardware store this morning because I wanted to try to get some fertilizer. I'll show you my geraniums in a second, but I think that my geraniums need to start getting fertilized here fairly quick because some of them already have like 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, like almost five real leaves on them. So I'm not going to pot those up any higher yet. We'll give them a little bit more time to establish in this tray that I had them in. But I do want to start getting some fertilizer on them. And anyway, the Ace Hardware didn't have any, so Nate's like, well, we're only about 8 miles from the Lowe's. We're going to head up to the Lowe's and look. And I was like, sure, let's go up to Lowe's. So we looked at Lowe's and they're like, we don't have any of the I was looking for the Espoma Grow, Liquid Grow. They didn't have any. Then we went to Home Depot and Flowerland Fruit Basket and they didn't have it. So I ended up just ordering it online through Amazon. But I'm going to poke this down just a little bit. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more in there. I'm just barely poking it down. I can get a little bit more. right, that should do it. Now let's grab those begonias and get them potted in here. What are you doing, bud? Oh, you want to come help me plant? I'm planting without ya. You smell the dirt? Okay, you can just sit there and chill. I still have my Valentine's Day decorations up from the party I had. Okay, we're gonna miss you, buddy. I'm gonna put them on this little Christmas tray so I don't make a huge mess. And I saved a bunch of these, like, I don't know what they are, but cheese spreaders or something. We got them on a cutting board for Christmas, like a cheese spread board or something. And I was like, oh, these might come in handy, but I think I'm gonna use this to dig out the little plants. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. So let's try it and see if we can get them out without disturbing too much of the root, which there shouldn't be a huge root on it anyway, but just don't want to break them. They're very fragile. Okay, we got one out. I'm just going to gently push it into the soil there. Right, that was harmless, I guess. Nice. I think I'll take a little bit of that soil and put it in there. Maybe some on the other side as well. And then I'll get you closer so you can see it. Oh, I feel good about that. All right, check this out. I'm gonna grab pretty far away from it. Just lightly kind of uproot it without breaking it. Oh, there are some roots on it. Oh my gosh. So there are some nice roots on it there. It's exciting. That one wants to come out in two, which is fine. Look at that. I can hear the roots like pulling. There's two of them. Just gently tear those apart. Oh, this is so exciting. Just push it down in there. Hopefully they're like saying, yay, I get my own little bedroom to grow. Boy, this little tool's working pretty good actually. I just went upstairs and I was like, oh, what can I use? I was thinking a pencil, but I looked in the drawer and I seen this. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. All right, let's grab another one. I'm trying to take as much of the soil with it as I can. I feel like I'm doing surgery or something. I always wanted to be like a doctor or something really important. But I really wasn't smart enough, so this kind of makes me feel like I'm doing something smart. Okay, so I'm gonna skip past this little one here. I don't want to disturb it too much. I'll probably replant it so it's more like secure in its spot in a second. But we'll just leave it right there for now. That way I can get to this one right here. I will carefully take that one out. Oh my goodness, you can hear the roots breaking. Wow, that one goes way down. Look at the roots on that. I'm gonna have to make a bigger hole for that one. Get that little root down in there. Get that big one. Oh, there's two in there. I might just plant all of them. I don't know. Might as well. There is one super tiny one that just isn't putting on any growth at all. So, I mean, we'll see how that one goes. Maybe I'll end up planting it anyway. I was just gonna upplant the big ones, but I mean, the ones that aren't as big are still a pretty decent size. I feel like a good enough size to stand on their own in here. So I think I might just end up doing all of them. We will see. Yeah, because like the root systems on these are like pretty amazing. I had to make a nice decent size hole for that one. So I had 20 plants in this little container here. There's only 12 slots in here, so I have four slots in the back of one of my geranium ones. Here, I'll show you. So I've got 4 empty slots right there. I could put them in, but I'm gonna need 4 more anyways. Wait, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I'll need 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, maybe I'll put them in here, the bigger ones, and then just leave the smaller ones in this little container. Yeah, let's do that. I'll leave that up here. All right, so that one's all done. Looks amazing. Set it down here for now. And then, so these I haven't really been watering, these empty ones here. Oh, there's a spot too where a geranium didn't come up. I could put one in there. It's fine. I'm good. I just need to pick a plant and stick with it. All right, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of water in here. And stick my finger in there, kind of loosen it up a little bit. because they haven't really been, I mean, I've been watering from the bottom, so they could have been soaking up water from the bottom, but they really wouldn't if there's no roots in there to soak water up. So it's probably pretty dry. So I'm going to just get that wet, let that sit for a minute, soak in, and then we'll plant these 4 spots with the begonias. Right, I'm just gonna grab that one right there. And this might be a bad idea to put them in the same container, but pretty soon I'm going to be planting a bunch more stuff, and I just want to, oh shoot, is that a tiny one? What was that? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Oh no, we're good. And I wanted to, I want to have as much space as I can. I don't have a ton of space down here on my racks. I have a ton of space in my room. I just don't have a lot of rack space. So once I start planting all my other things, it might fill up a little bit more. So I want to use all the space that I can. I'm gonna have to make another hole for that one. It's pretty big. Feels so good to get my hands in the dirt. Take the biggest ones. Man, even these small ones just really rooted themselves in. It's pretty exciting. And you can see my geraniums here are doing great. Like I said, I want to get some fertilizer on them pretty soon here because they've got a good number of leaves on them. We'll take that one. Look at that one, is like the whole side of the pot. Could have been from another plant. Little hole. All right, so then now I just have, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna kind of level this out a little bit. This one is going right back here where it was, and I'm going to turn it this way for a little bit, maybe a few days. So we'll go right there, and then that one that we planted up first is going to go right here, and then I'm probably gonna, let's see if I have any room. I don't want to go too far out because the light kind of stops right here, but let's see if I can fit that little container on here somehow. I think I can. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Maybe I'll actually do like this. I like that better. So these begonias, these are the same thing. I planted these on February 1st. So these are super tiny, still growing. These will take a little bit more time. They just grow so slow. It's crazy. I love them so much. They're shiny. They have color on them already. There's beautiful red color on them, and they're not even like blooming. They're amazing. I love begonias. Okay. We did it. All right, here's kind of a better look. I've got this tray turned backward at the moment just because those ones on the end were kind of reaching for the light, so I wanted to swap them around a little bit. But there's 4 of our begonias we just planted in the empty spaces. These are all geraniums, looking great. I planted these on February 3rd, I believe. And there's the begonias that we planted. Here's the little tiny ones coming on. And the 4 that still need a little bit of time. Yeah, but look how pretty that is. It's super shiny and glossy. It's not wet at all. That's just the way that the leaves look. And boy, does it look good in your garden. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today while I planted up those begonias. I've been looking at them thinking, I think I need to do it. I don't know, should I bother them? Should I disturb them? But I'm really glad I did, and they look really great. And I still can't believe all 20 of them seeded. It's just amazing to me. Even it was, I think, 8 days after I had planted them. The germination timing was like anywhere from 14 to 60 days, and they had all germinated by like 9 or 10 days. It was nuts. So I'm really proud of those little begonias, and just really excited to see how they do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'm gonna be coming on here as much as I can to share things with you. I'm really busy at work. This is my like hit the ground running time at work, and so I'm just trying to keep my head above water right now. But I appreciate you guys coming on here and hanging out with me today. So I hope that you just have a wonderful day and you're enjoying this sunshiny weather if you're in Michigan. I will see you guys later. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. As I was closing that, I was reminded that the grow light is on. I've been keeping my grow light on for about 12 to 13 hours a day. I think it's actually 13 hours a day exactly now because I actually got a timer. Nate got me a timer for my grow light, so that's pretty awesome. And I've been able to grow all of these plants, 120 begonia plants and around 43 geranium plants, all under that one, or well, it's two grow lights. So anyway, all right, we'll see you guys later. Buddy, why didn't you come help us? You didn't want to help us today? It was so fun. You gonna take a snooze? Yeah, you can.